Yes, it's me, Market Vendor here again today. Well, today I keep it on the lighter side. Here what I'm telling you. This is an absolutely brilliant Aussie passport application. I think the sender might have been, well, somebody's a little bit offset. You know, he was angry. This is an actual letter sent to the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade Immigration Minister. The government apparently was not too pleased with the author. Anyhow, it goes like this. I have to take out one or two words that were, well, shall we say, a little bit robust for the airwaves. So bear with me. Dear Minister, I'm in the process of renewing my passport and still cannot believe this. How is it that Kmart has my address and telephone number and knows that I bought a television set and golf clubs from them back in 1997, and yet the federal government is still asking me where I was born and on what date? For Jesus' sake, do you guys do this by hand? My birth date you have in my Medicare information, and it is on all the income tax forms I've filed over the past 40 years. It is also on my driver's license, on the last 8 passports I've had, on all those stupid customs declaration forms I've had to fill out before being allowed off planes over the last 30 years. It's also on all those insufferable census forms that I've filled out every 5 years since 1966. Also, would somebody please take note, once and for all, that my mother's name is Audrey, my father's name is Jack, and I'd be absolutely astounded if that ever changed between now and when I drop dead. What do you people do with all the information we keep having to provide? I apologize, Mr. Minister, but I'm really, well, annoyed this morning. Between you and me, I've had enough of this, well, shall we say, bovine manure. You send the application to my house, then you ask me my address. What is going on with your mob? Have you got a gang of mindless Neanderthals working there? And another thing, look at my picture. Do I look like Bin Laden? I can't even grow a beard, for God's sake. I just want to go to New Zealand and see my new granddaughter. Yes, my son interbred with a Kiwi girl. And would someone please tell me, why would you give a darn whether or not I plan visiting a farm over the next 15 days? In the unlikely event that I had the urge to do something weird on a farm, believe me, I'm certainly not going to tell anyone. I have to go now, because I have to go to the other side of Sydney and get another copy of my birth certificate and to part with another $80 for the privilege of assessing my own information. Would it be so complicated to have all of the services in the same spot to assist in the issuance of a new passport on the same day? No, that's too easy and makes far too much sense. You would much prefer to have us running around the place like chickens with our heads cut off and then having to find some high society person to confirm that it's really me in the photo. You know the photo, the one where we are not allowed to smile. You morons. Signed, an irate Australian citizen. P.S. He ain't done yet. Remember what I said about the picture above and about getting someone in high society to confirm it's me? Well, my family have been in this country since before 1820. In 1856, one of my forefathers took up arms with Peter Lalor. You do remember the Eureka Stockade? I have also served with the CMF and regular army for something over 30 years. I went to Vietnam in 1967 and still have high security clearances. I'm also a personal friend of the president of the RSL, Lieutenant General Peter Cosgrove. He sends me a Christmas card every year. However, your rules require that I have to get someone important to verify who I am, you know. Someone like my doctor, who, by the way, was born and raised in Pakistan, a country where they either assassinate or hang their ex-prime ministers and are suspended from the Commonwealth and the United Nations for not having the right form of government. You all are pen-pushing, paper-shuffling bloody idiots. I can see why the government would not be too pleased. Oh, well, you Market Vendor, but on the lighter side today, I go for now. You have a blessed and a wonderful day. You hear?